I am Hall of Fame coach Van Chancellor. This is my van. This is Coaches in a Van with Coach Van. Here's the first question Ron asked me. He said, I'll be glad to do this interview as long as you're not driving this live. Can you believe that?
Van, I know enough about your driving and how much you get lost in the city of Houston that if you were driving, I wasn't going to get in this van.
Well, my first 2 weeks here coaching the Comets in 1997, I was fortunate enough to go to HBU, meet Coach, and what a great guy. That was an exciting time. How long have you been at HBU, 100 years?
27 years. It's been a long time.
20.
Some ways it feels like it's been forever, some ways it feels like it's just been a couple years.
What's the greatest joy of those 27 years, Coach?
Oh, being on a campus that I think our family has enjoyed being on the type of campus that HBU is, the culture of our campus, just the people that you work with every day at HBU and the type of athletes, student athletes that we're able to recruit because of the values and the Christian aspect of our school has been a joy to be able to work there all these years.
Okay, he has a great daughter that can shoot the eyes out of the basketball. Did she get that from her mother or her father? Now, wait a minute. Now, you know that this is going to air and your wife's going to see this show now.
I have to tell you, first thing, Jackie and I's first date that we ever had, we played horse. We played basketball. Very first date we ever had in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And I'd like to say I let her win. She says she beat me. She's probably more truthful. So I would say that their shooting abilities definitely came from her mom.
What was it like working with Nolan Richardson? The coach was the assistant on the Arkansas staff before he came here as the head coach. What was that like?
Well, first of all, I think Coach Richardson is very, very misunderstood. He is a very loyal person. He is a person who expects you to do your job every day, but stays out of the way and lets you do your job as an assistant coach. He is one of the finest people I've ever been around. He is a trailblazer in every way in college basketball. I'm proud to call him my mentor and friend. We still stay in contact almost daily, weekly. He is a tremendous person.
Okay, what's your golf game like? I mean, is it any better than it was when I used to play on a? I could just beat him, ladies. One of the few people I could beat.
He plays from the old man tees, though.
I am an old man. I mean, you ought to play from where you're supposed to play from. I mean, oh yes. I always wanted to make sure Ron was safe because I didn't want nothing to happen to him because there was always somebody I could beat in this world, one person.
I get to play a little bit this time of year, but it's about to shut down real quick, as you know.
Yeah, coaching just takes so much of your time. You don't have time for it.
It does.
What's the biggest challenge today, coaching what I'm going to call as the modern day player?
You know, I think, anytime you're talking about social media and phones and all the different things that are distractions for guys, I think it's harder to keep guys focused in for a full season. I think when you're coaching before all of those things, what you said to your team was what your team heard. Mm-hmm. And now they hear not just you, but all these other things going on in the world about themselves, about their team, about their opponents, and they're so distracted, and it's very difficult to keep a team focused in on what you have to say and how your team needs to play. And so I think that's probably the toughest thing I had to deal with every day.
Laying all jokes aside, Coach, you've been a great friend. I appreciate everything you've ever done for me helping start this team. And good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you, Van.
All right.